Well, now
So what you're saying
I
is
understood.
you guys
Okay.
should fight over Ukraine. Which,
So
fuck
here's
you,
where I'm gonna
fuck
talk
you.
about it, and here's
Like,
what I'm
dude,
saying.
fuck you, that's all I have to
Yeah,
say.
let's just kill them all. Fuck it.
Yeah, right, dude.
Come on,
no,
dude.
okay, you want to? Okay, here's my
Velcro?
What kind of gluten-free organic shit are you buying?
normal 2%, bro. No, I'm not even lying, bro. No.
Is it breast milk? Cause I mean, cow milk isn't that expensive. What the fuck?
No, I'm not lying, bro. Like, it's crazy.
I did not just say breast.
That's the second.
I don't know, bro. Death Witch was cooking though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I had some serious questions. Like, where are you from that, you know, groceries are 4 times more expensive?
No, yeah.
All right, 20 bucks says he brings up Jewish space lasers. Let's go.
Bro. You have not. Okay, hold on. Let me mute all these people that keep joining.
Wait.
We have not had the USD backed by gold since literally Ronald Reagan back in the 70s, bro. So you can't bring that up. Obviously, we quite literally
What?
say we can't bring money.
Euro has already like
No.
been
Okay,
worth
again,
more
you're
dollars
talking
than
about
American
something-
dollars many times since the
Oh
70s.
shit, I was just looking to
That
play some
literally,
zombies.
Again, is what I'm just trying to counteract the thing you just said. You just told me
I
that
feel
you
you,
can't
Death
just
Witch.
print money. We are quite literally just printing money, bro. We
Yes,
have literally
because we're
started printing money
recovering from a crisis. That's the whole
We're
point.
not, bro. What are you talking about? No, we are literally printing money. Like you
Oh my
just
god,
said.
guys, crypto's the future. I don't even know what he's talking about.
So that the gold is no.
Why-
gold no longer
dude,
backs
listen.
the US dollar.
You're
understand what
talking
I'm saying?
so much. I can get so little out of this dialogue right now. Like
Because you're not
I
making a
can
point.
barely talk.
Just
Just
buy Bitcoin.
because there's no point. to
Guys,
having it.
unmute
It's
Death
not-
There's
Witch.
no point in me talking. This is not a constructive conversation. It's not even interesting
it's
because
not.
we're not having a
It's not.
conversation. You're just having a
It's
monologue.
not. Because it sounds retarded. The conversation I'm having. It's like you're
sounds
talking about how
retarded.
Canada's. You're talking about how
You
Canada's
see,
doing
you
worse
see,
than
you're
United
doing a disservice to any
Okay,
Trump
here
supporter
we
by
go
saying
again.
stuff like that. Because if you were actually trying to have an intelligent
because anyone that
conversation, you
voted
could
for
try
Wait,
to
does he have me
convince
muted for
by-
real?
by-
What? No,
Um,
listen to this. Okay.
Trades
If
does.
you voted,
but
here's what I'm
Sonic
saying, bro.
doesn't.
Ready for this?
All right, 20 bucks says he brings up Jewish space lasers. Let's go.
No. What I'm saying, bro, is that you're talking about things that happened in the 1970s with Ronald Reagan when gold stopped getting backed by the dollar. You're talking
I
about how
did not
United
ever
States is
talk
getting-
about the 1970s, dude.
You said that we said that we can't print money and the amount of
I joined a Call of Duty room.
You need to stop taking everything.
Holy
to the first degree.
shit.
When I say we cannot
You know what?
print
Fuck
money,
it.
I'm saying it's not a
Fuck it. At
viable
this point,
solution.
I'm
When
just
print
gonna
money,
play
is it
solo
a good thing to do it in the
and have this argument.
Are we
Okay, but
doing
then
it
this
right
is
now?
what-
This just
Yes,
kinda
because
worked
we're
out.
Getting out of the crisis, so we have
Jesus
to. It's part of the
Christ.
economy. We have to inject money in the economy to
to
value
Dude,
it.
the economy's at all-time highs.
Let
bro.
me
We're at
speak for a
fucking
second, dude. You're fucking
$590.
retarded.
I'm
Like
literally-
fucking hell. Shut the fuck up for more than
You're
one
talking about the
fucking
economy.
second.
I
Holy
literally,
shit.
I trade the stock market every single day, bro. You want to talk about the economy today?
Holy shit, snacks.
You're the smartest person I ever talked to.
And
Holy
you-
shit. You're so
I
smart.
mean, I apparently, bro. You gotta understand that you're
You
saying the
need
economy's in a
to
crisis. We're quite literally on the opposite.
you need to be able to learn to at least,
No,
even if
there's
you think you're right, you need to be able to learn to let other people speak. Otherwise you're never going to grow up as a person, dude. Like
I know,
there's
I
no
promise
reason
you,
for you to act like this right now. Even if you were right, even if I was dumb, there's no reason for you to act like this. If you were even announced mature, you would let me speak for more than a second. You don't
Okay,
even
go,
hear what
go,
I
say
have
what
to
you're gonna
say.
say.
So how can
Say
you
what you're gonna say, say what you're
how
gonna
can you attack my argument if I don't even have time
word
to
that
say
comes out of your
something?
mouth just sounds so dumb. You don't even,
It sounds
you
dumb
don't
because I don't have time to actually finish any of my points because you cut me off and regurgitate some stupid bullshit that Trump has lied about. Like
He can't help it. He's got ligma.
Okay. This guy, bro.
like if
Okay,
you,
go
if
then.
you would just let me speak for more than 1 minute, maybe my arguments wouldn't sound like bullshit because I don't have time to build up upon anything. I don't have
All right,
time
ready,
to
go.
sound like I'm not dumb.
All right, go.
Okay.
Why? What is your point trying to do?
Okay, ask me a question about
He's
what.
got ligma.
Let's say the fucking economy and why it's not.
Oh my God.
Right now,
And
anything.
why do you think the economy has not recovered when we are currently at all-time highs in all the stock markets? Our inflation rate is down to 2.4%.
So if you're so, you don't have to go that much into details. If you're so smart,
I'm just telling you.
and you're
I'm just
saying that
letting you know the
COVID is not responsible for the state of the world economy right now, how much money?
COVID.
Okay, how much money was spent into COVID prevention? Do you even know that?
You mean 4 years ago?
Not as much as we sent to Ukraine. Okay, I'll stop.
Yeah.
That is like trillions of dollars more than what you sent to Ukraine, by the way.
Okay. Well, okay. Here's my thing. It's like the thing is, us
I'm just fucking shit posting at this point.
like how much we spent does not matter. That's not putting us in it. Like that's not putting us in the crisis. The crisis is that our inflation rate is insane. It doesn't matter what the government spends.
my
It matters
God.
what the average consumer spends. The average consumer is spending literally, quote unquote, I promise you, 4 times more right now than they were 4 years ago. They're literally for your grocery bill.
That is
gas bill,
not true.
combined,
Not true.
We're spending 4 times, like 4.3 more than it was in 2020.
Then there's
So do you see what I'm saying?
there's the war. There's
Okay. So the war
COVID?
okay. Let me say this about the war because
Wait, 4 times more? Where are you shopping? Hold on.
Dude, listen,
yeah,
if you think it's your administration, then why are we also impacted by the price of gas? Why are Canadians also impacted?
ready for
If
this.
it's because of
Okay.
Biden, why?
So because of NATO. Ready for this? Because Canada is an ally of the United States. Obviously, you know, getting crazy, whatever you want to say. Here's my thing. Due to the fact that we got into war with Russia because the United States did fight in the war in Ukraine. We sent what is it?
I
US
suck with
guns
controller.
and ammo over
I'm about
Ukraine.
half paying
All
attention,
we're
too.
doing is not pulling the trigger. We have no U.S. land,
Oh,
U.S. soil
oh.
on that soil, right? But we have all U.S. guns on there, funding them, right? So what happens is Ukraine said, Russia said, fuck you guys. We stopped doing trade.
Okay,
So what
but-
happened? Basically, all NATO countries stopped doing trade with Russia.
What
That
about
put
the
the
fact
ruble-
that the U.S.
And now- no,
promised
hold
to
on,
Ukraine
ready?
that
Wait,
they would protect them if they discarded their nuclear
me
weapons,
finish my
which
last
they
point.
did? Like
Let me
the
point.
U.S. literally have an obligation of defending Ukraine right now.
So I'm gonna finish on my last point before I go into this one. So the reason our gas prices are so much across the world is because the United States decided to step on toes they didn't need to step on in the Russian-Ukraine war by sending those weapons over, which stopped all trade in gasoline, which is one of the number one things the Russians they can do to hurt our economy, which they did. As you know, your gas price, I pay $4 for fucking diesel if I want to right now, bro. Fucking $3.89 for 90, right? It's insane. Why is that? Because we stopped trade with oil and all. You know, we don't just
Wait,
go to the top and
$3.90?
get oil, right?
$2.98 where I
Yeah.
live. Where are you from, son?
Okay. So
yeah,
do you know
that's
the triterial statement of
Yeah, it is
1994?
298 for me too, and I'm in Minnesota.
Yeah, where? No, seriously, where are
I'm
you
in a
from?
high-tax state too, by the way.
Listen,
I am confused. Groceries are 4 times as high, and you're paying that much for gas. Where do you live?
do you
That's
know
right here.
the listen, dude? Do you know the 1994 trilateral statement?
Shit.
When Ukraine agreed to transfer its nuclear warheads to Russia and then accepted U.S. assistance in dismantling missiles, bombers, and nuclear infrastructure in exchange of
Okay.
U.S. like protection.
You
You know
wanna
about that,
something?
right?
You want to know something?
No,
How
but
Notice how he didn't answer
How
my
many
question.
countries
Dude,
have
I'm not
actually
done. I'm not-
dismantled? No. I want to talk
No,
about a
but-
fact that came out. How
you
many?
do realize-
How many
you
countries?
do realize that the U.S. has-
Despite the fact that 2 people in the room just confirmed that what he said wasn't
Less than
true,
4 years ago,
he just ignored us.
Trump and
Answer
Kim
my
Jong Un were on the
question.
verge. No, because I am actually answering it right now. How many countries have done that? Because less than 4 years ago, Trump told Kim Jong Un when Kim Jong Un said to him that, oh, you keep pissing me off, I have a big red button. And then he called him Little Rocket Man and said, hey, you might have a big red button, but I have one too. Mine's 2 times bigger and 2 times more powerful. Guess what? Nobody's gotten rid of their nuclear weapons, bro. Not a single person.
Well, Ukraine
Well,
did
that-
in exchange of U.S. assistance. So if
Okay.
Trump decides to remove the help that right now they're sending to
promise-
Ukraine, basically,
I-
you guys are
Not.
traitors.
The war's over.
You
The
guys
war
are
is
traitors
over.
if you do.
I hate this gun.
Here, let me tell you this. Putin said this right here. That when Trump gets into office, and he said it, and he's going to stand by this, that he will do a ceasefire. They are literally in works right now of doing a ceasefire between Russia, Ukraine, North Korea, and also China. And they're looking at breaking up the North Korea, Chinese.
Yeah, he also said he'd build a wall and a bunch of other crazy shit too. I'm not sure I put a lot of stake in his word at this point.
And also Hamas did a ceasefire already.
Well,
So like you see what I'm saying?
it's a massive problem.
So like where you know what I mean? Like there's nothing there when it comes down to like alliances. No, there is no alliance because it's over. The war's over. Don't need no alliance.
What war? It was in 1984, the trilateral statement. What war are you talking about?
Okay, you just said that they had
Ain't no party like a Diddy party, am I right?
bro, like
This guy knows what's going on.
No, listen, if-
Talking about the real issues over here.
you didn't even answer my
just said
question.
no,
You-
because you
didn't
just
even
said what happens if they pull out and they're no longer in alliance. There's no need.
I've been in a lot of COD lobbies, but this may be the most brain rot I've ever got on COD.
What are you talking about, dude? Okay, listen, I'll repeat it, just since you didn't understand first. I'll repeat it. 1994, there was a trilateral statement.
Yeah.
Ukraine
Trilateral,
agreed.
isn't that like
I'll
triangles
read
and
it
shit?
slowly. I'll read it slowly so you understand. Ukraine
Yeah, just say it.
agreed to transfer its nuclear warheads to Russia and accepted U.S. assistance in dismantling missiles, bombers, and nuclear infrastructures in exchange of U.S. protection. In exchange
Oh,
of
here-
U.S.
okay.
protection.
Can I talk?
So
Let me
basically,
talk real
if
quick.
the U.S. don't,
That's all this man's done is talk.
Ukraine,
The
Okay.
fuck?
the U.S. lied about the assistance they would provide to Ukraine.
I'm very well. Now you're
So
just
what
going
you're
overboard.
saying
I
is
understood.
you guys
Okay, and
should fight over
Let me
Ukraine. Which,
So
fuck
here's
you,
where I'm gonna
fuck
talk
you.
about it, and here's
Like,
what I'm
dude,
saying.
fuck you, that's
I
all I
mean,
have to
dude,
say.
Yeah, let's just kill them all. Fuck it.
Yeah, right, dude.
Come on,
no,
dude.
okay. Do you want to? Okay, here's my rebuttal. Okay, are you gonna let me talk now? Here we go. So, there is no more assistance needed. There's no assistance needed. Second.
What do you mean?
Stop
Russia is invading.
talking,
What do you
bro.
mean there's no
Shut up.
assistance
I
needed?
shut up.
No, he said the war's over. You ain't got nothing to worry about, man. He said the war's
I
over.
said that.
What the
Who would know better than this guy? I guess.
Okay, so
While
my-
thousands
so,
of civilians are getting killed, they don't need
So this
assistance.
guy was that.
Go
this
tell
guy
that
was
to
having a normal
fucking
conversation,
Ukrainian
and then every
children.
time I
Nah, they need to go back where they came from. I'll tell you what.
I'm done with this conversation. You have a good night, dude. You have a good night,
This
bro.
guy is
I'm
getting
done.
fucking retarded, bro. Like, this is-
No, please keep debating. Please, 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 please,
Yeah,
please,
like,
please.
come on, let's
man.
keep debating. Let's keep going, bro. Let's keep
No,
going.
no,
Exactly.
oh, that's so funny. Come
I mean, I tried. You wouldn't answer any of my questions, so I'm just memeing now.
Yeah, bro, like, oh, dude, he was saying that literally, like, oh, what happens when they don't offer protection? I'm like, what protection is needed? Like, there's no more protection needed because the second he.
I don't know, bro. Death Witch was cooking though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I had some serious questions. Like, where are you from that, groceries are 4 times more expensive?
No, it actually is, bro. No, I'm not even lying.
No,
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 I'm actually asking, where are you from?
Pennsylvania, bro. PA, it's a swing state, so everything's a little bit crazier here.
I mean, I'm in a swing state too, but last I checked, groceries weren't 4 times more expensive.
Dude, I'm in Minnesota and
That's-
tax is like
that's-
so high.
that
here,
is
bro.
wild.
Like,
Yeah. Oh, dude,
It's not
crazy,
that
bro.
much.
No, so the grocery bill was $128 4 years ago in 2020. So you can click on the Walmart app, you can click the button that literally just says buy now, and it just buys your whole grocery list or puts it in your cart, right? The entire thing. This guy clicked buy now, right? And he lives in Pennsylvania as well. He clicked buy now from today. Like, actually, it wasn't today. It was like 2 weeks ago. But he clicked buy now, and it was literally, dude, it was $483 or something like that. And it was $125.
Are we sure that he didn't click buy now on something else he ordered? That sounds, because I buy groceries every week. I mean, I feed a family of 4 here, and it's a little more expensive, but 4 times more? 4 times? Really?
I mean, you can go to things like Sharp Shopper and like Wise and shit, and it's probably cheaper. But I'm talking about like your.
I just go to Harris Teeter.
I've never heard of that. No, bro.
dude,
What,
we
Kroger?
go to, like,
Yeah,
we
they're
go to,
owned
like,
by
Trader
Kroger.
Joe's and shit, and they're a little bit more expensive. They're not
I
that
mean,
bad.
the Harris Teeter's owned by
Let's go buy from
Kroger, but
Walmart.
yeah, it's just a regular grocery store. Like 4 years ago, milk was maybe $3. Now it's like $3.20. Like it's 4 times.
Really?
Stop the cap.
Bro, mine's like, no, mine's literally a gallon of milk's like $5 for 9 line, dude.
What do you? What kind of wild organic
Is there, like,
hormone
gold
shit are
flakes
you
inside your
buying?
shit, bro?
Like,
You got,
yeah,
gold
what
flakes in your
kind?
belt, bro?
What kind of gluten-free organic shit are you buying?
Still 2%, bro. No, I'm not even lying, bro.
Is it breast milk? Because, I mean, cow milk isn't that expensive. What the fuck?
That's no, I'm not lying, bro. Like, it's crazy.
I did not just say breast.
Like, I wish.
No, I gotta Google this. Stop the cap. This is retarded.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Yeah, bro, because like, think about it, dude. Another thing too, when you think about it, like so the reason I'm so politically informed about all this stuff is due to the fact that so my whole job and career is stock trading, right? That's one of my main incomes. So it's like, literally today there was an FOMC meeting with the
It says the inflation rate is 2.4%, like current.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it just got it
Which
dropped down to 2.4.
that's normal. But
No,
okay,
yeah,
you said it was how much in PA?
like 583.
Okay, because I Google it and it is not saying 583 right now.
What's it say?
425.
That's still crazy, bro. And that's average. So I go to, I'm shopping at Walmart though. You know what I mean? They're probably both. You know what I mean? They got high profit margins probably, but still, like, think about that. Or
That's for because I'm using national brands because I don't know what store you shop at, but that's for Mayola, like name brand milk. I think our Mayola milk here is like maybe 380. You guys are like, I don't know, 40 cents more. It's not 4 times more. That's
like a gallon,
insane. Yeah, this is a gallon.
No. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Like, it is 4 times, man. Especially here, because Pennsylvania, it is insane. It's like if I go to New York.
Okay, 4 times.
Like,
4 times.
I don't know.
All right, so I got 425 right now in 2024, and you're saying 4 times compared to when?
4 times compared to, I'm talking about 4 years ago. Again, I'm not.
Okay,
just saying
4 years ago.
Milk, bro. I'm saying overall. Overall, it adds up. I'm not saying that a gallon of milk is specifically 4 times more. You got that, you got eggs, you get your bread, bro. You go out there, you want your olive oil.
No, I get what you're saying. You're saying it like adds up over time. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like it adds up. And again, over the years, it's added up. And you gotta admit, man, like there is no respect in the Democratic Party right now. Like you gotta understand. Here's my main thing.
So according to Google, in 2020, the milk price was 380. So it's gone up 40 cents in PA specifically.
Here's what I'm saying now. When it comes down to, when I think about Kamala, it's kind of a weird thing on how she got there. When she ran against Biden, like, I don't even know how long ago, that was a while ago, but when she ran against Biden for the first time, she got less than 1% of the voters, right? She got literally less than 1% of the voters, and what happened was that now that she kind of just got stuck in, they kind of went, oh, Biden's literally physically incompetent right now, because everyone can agree on that. He just was literally physically incompetent.
I mean, I'm not saying that inflation isn't a thing, but is the over-exaggeration really necessary? 4 times more? Like, why play it up? Like, why play it up? Why play it up and do this over-exaggeration? Like, you're catastrophizing something that's not that. Normal inflation rate is 2%. It's at 2.4. It's a little higher than normal. 4 times? That's ridiculous.
Now, bro. It's 2.4 now. It was 8.5% literally post July, like before.
Yes.
It was literally 8.5%.
Yeah, it was high coming. It was high coming out of a pandemic globally, not just here, and it's come back down.
Less than 2 years ago. That was less than 2 years ago. Coming out of a pandemic, dude, it wasn't even that crazy coming out of the pandemic. It was crazy.
Wait. How long do you think it would take an economy to recover from a global fucking pandemic? What, 2 years? You think that's a sufficient amount of time?
The thing about COVID is that did not raise, you understand, that did not raise our housing costs and prices that much than people.
Who's talking about housing? I'm talking about inflation. We're talking about groceries and stuff you buy here.
Yeah, so companies just made their prices higher, like over COVID.
Yeah, so
that shit
again,
hasn't gone
here's
down.
what I'm saying. 100%.
It's coming down, but it takes time. There's a lag. It's going to take a few years. There was a supply shortage. Like things went up to cover all the rising costs of the supplies. Yeah, this is all normal shit.
I mean, just for the House to pass bills, it takes fucking years, man.
So
yeah, to act like 2 years after the pandemic, we're supposed to be back to completely normal. There's never been a global pandemic in modern history, and what's your standard?
Virus or some shit?
Yeah, what's your standard for an economy recovering from? Even polio wasn't like global like COVID was, not simultaneously global. Like, this is unprecedented. Of course, it's going to take an unprecedented amount of time to recover from.
So we had an FOMC meeting today with JP speaking, the head of the Federal Reserve. We are back down to a 2.4% inflation rate. Our gross GDP over the few years has come down. I agree on that. Our inflation rate obviously stays where it's at. Our interest rates are coming down. We just took a whole actually base point off, which is insane, right? But we had almost a hyperinflation situation, and I promise you on everything. And this is why I'm so glad it did not come into play. That if Kamala would have gotten to office with an FHA loan of $25,000 on these houses, we would have went into a hyperinflation situation to where our inflation rate, instead of being at 2.4%, would have spiked over the next 2 years all the way up to past.
Well,
12%.
considering that your math has the inflation rate at 4 times here, I'm not so sure I trust your judgment right now.
No, it's not a.
What happened?
Years ago, 8%. We were literally, quote unquote, right next to a hyperinflation situation where the Federal Reserve was genuinely, first off, thinking about firing JP because he didn't know how to manage it. They were thinking, but it wasn't that at all. It was the fact that we have other people in office that it just wasn't working out great. Again, and all of this we'll see over time. Like, this is a debate we could have had a week ago.
Wait, its inflation rate increased by 3.2% from 2011 and 2022, which was 8.3% in 2022.
Exactly, 8.3%. Right.
Okay.
It was 8% in 2022, which is 2 years ago, right? So the thing is, we were so close to a hyperinflation situation, and the fact, my main thing is this too. If we're gonna throw everything out about the United States, let's look at who's in office and who's expected. Look at what went down when Biden was in office compared to when Trump was in office. Trump is the first president in I forget how long, I think it was like 50 years or something, that has not started a war. The second Biden got into office and the second people saw that he was weak, it's like sharks in the water, bro. They swamped on that shit. Hamas started doing mass attacks, right? We have China thinking about doing a mass invasion over Taiwan after the fact of if Russia invades Ukraine, then China can invade Taiwan, take over.
Yeah, there's a hell of a amount of copium here. Where is this dude getting this information?
And, obviously a draft would start then.
Starting to think Trump is a flavor of Kool-Aid here.
Didn't Trump say he wanted to lower the draft age or some shit?
No, what he wants to, I don't think that's gonna come into play. I didn't hear about that, but what I think is, like, look at what happened in 2 days. Hamas did a ceasefire, right? They're already in works right now of stopping the war over in Ukraine. Like, they genuinely stopped it. Only my main thing is this, and I'll put this out there for anyone that supports Kamala. I will give them this. Is that the fact that Russia is losing the war at this rate? Ukraine pushed back so far, and actually now they're in Russian territory.
I don't give a fuck about the overseas
shit.
shit.
The fact that it's not going his way.
I feel like we don't have as big a pull over that as
Isn't
they're
there a
putting
picture of
away.
Trump kissing a little girl with Jeffrey Epstein in the picture?
I mean, he was the only president in history to salute Kim Jong-un's army, so, there's that.
But again, you understand, yeah, there's respect where respect needs to be given. It's okay, hey, I'm gonna, keep your enemies.
Yeah, there's no respect that needs to be given there. That's the point.
I mean, again, but what I'm saying is, you also gotta look at the fact that he called him Little Rocket Man. He said that if you wanna play games, you just play games. And then he said, okay, never mind.
So he's got balls until he gets there in person, and then he bends the knee. You're not really helping your argument here, son.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's the fact that, hey, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna respect him. He's gonna respect me. And
You can respect him without saluting his military. That's traitorous.
Okay,
That's different.
That's real.
Here's the thing. This is a fact. This is a factor of, hey, your enemy's close, right? You keep your enemies, your friends.
Didn't he even talk shit about our own fucking troops?
You can keep your enemies close and not fucking kiss their ass. Like, what are you even talking about here?
No, that's where you're wrong, bro. You gotta do to stay. You got to keep peace.
You don't have to suck his dick. That is not a thing you have to do.
You didn't do that. You didn't do that at all. Again, all I gotta say is that Biden fucked up completely. Biden fucked this economy up, and just the economy we're talking about. We're not talking about let's fuck with overseas. Fuck all that. Look at the state of the economy right now. Right. Obviously, that goes back to the fact of what happened overseas and stuff with Russia. Right, definitely, and the fact that they were funding Ukrainian weapons.
So it has nothing to do with the insane amount of money Trump was spending while he was in office that Biden got left with. So that had nothing to do with it, right?
Okay, again, Biden. Okay, Trump is also one of the first. He's literally one of the first presidents to literally lose money in office in over I don't even know how many years.
Lose money? What? Are you talking about his personal money? Because I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. He went from $7
billion. Yeah, I ain't worried about that. I'm worried about the country's money that he spent. at record numbers and then left Biden to clean up that mess.
Okay, and again, Biden was even incompetent enough that he even tried to clean it up by just sending. Again, he left how many millions?
I mean, inflation's back down, the economy's recovering. Doesn't sound like he's incompetent to me, son. I'm not sure. How are you evaluating this shit? Like, are we not living in the same world right now?
Again, I wonder why the economy is at all-time highs. The market has spiked over $20, over 10, it's spiked over 1,000.
I know we talked about it, but I'm still confused about the $400 Walmart bill. Like, what was he buying? Condoms or like, what was he buying?
He's buying that PlayStation 5 Pro, baby.
All right. Like, I don't care if you voted for or anything like that, bro. I mean, all in all, I mean, it happened, bro. I just think that more people should know what is actually going on, bro. Like, again, people talk about things they don't even understand.
I'm not sure you know what's going on. What do you, not from what you're saying. 4 times more expensive groceries. You're talking about Biden's incompetent, yet somehow we have lower inflation. Like, nothing you're saying is adding up. Nothing.
Oh, again, we have lower in. Okay, because we haven't done it. He hasn't done anything in the last 6 months. That's why. He has not been
What,
a real,
what does 6 months have to do with anything? He's been president like
because less than 6
since 2020.
we only
What is it you expect him to do in 6 months?
we have literally only done 1.25% decrease on the interest rate. One base hit, 0.25 base hit on the interest rate, and we've done literally for the last 4 years just increase.
So we've increased. So we've increased for 4 years, yet it's come down to 2.4 at the same time. This is remarkable. That pendulum must be swinging hard.
Interest rates, not inflation rate, man. Interest, right? I'm talking about the interest rate, not the inflation rate. Two different things there, man. The interest rate is sitting currently 6.5%. Yeah, 6.5%. So again, you want to go get a car loan. You're no longer paying 3.5%. You're paying 6.5%, right? You want your inflation rate. I agree that it's down. It's at 2.8%. 2.8%. The goal is 2%. You're right. Now again.
So
Trump comes in office.
So he gets inflation down, which is the thing that affects every citizen, but he's incompetent because some of them can't buy cars?
No.
Sorry, I'm trying to follow your logic here.
So what you're saying, so you're focusing on the fact that I solely just said we can't buy cars, and that's not, you know what an interest rate is for this rate, dude? An interest rate affects everything. It affects the price that you buy your credit at, right? Your mortgage rate. It affects the price you buy your cars at. It affects the price you get your personal loans, your business loans, it affects everything, right? If you're a business owner in the 21st century, and you have a crazy high interest rate, your business literally
Does it?
fail.
Cool. Does it affect the price of things at Walmart for the average consumer, or is that inflation?
That was 2 years ago when the interest rate was up to 8%. Just because the interest rate came down doesn't mean the prices. Two different things.
Yeah, that's what that means. That prices come down, and yeah, that they're not going up. They're not. Well, they're not 4 times higher. So forgive me if I don't trust your math.
So here's the thing. So an inflation rate can go up to 8%, raise the prices up, crazy numbers, and then the inflation rate goes back down to 2.4. That doesn't mean the prices have come down. That just means you stop growing at 8% or, crazy numbers, right? That's all that means. That doesn't mean, hey, okay, now.
So, right. So we're going to ignore the fact that, like, wages went up. I mean, it was during Biden's term that, stores like Target made their minimum wage $15. Like Burger King's paying like 14 or 15 now. So, yeah.
Thank you. You want to know why? Because you.
Dude, I make like 18 from a fucking gas station. I make.
Yeah. So we're going to ignore the fact that the economy's recovered there too, right? Because
No,
incompetence.
you wanna
Got
know
it.
why, though? Yeah, you're great. Because the average household income had to go up to $129,000 to make up from the last 4 years when it was $79,000. You're completely right. We had to. Same thing with California. The minimum wage there, dude. You just
Right.
get in and out and make
So-
$10 an hour or something.
So you understand what I'm driving at here, right? That if he had done nothing, we would be making the same amount and prices would have gone up. But our wages went up and inflation got under control. So it doesn't sound like he did nothing. Doesn't sound like incompetence there, does it?
Okay. Here we go. So first off, you can Google over 1,000 videos of Biden not even able to functionally form a sentence. It completely.
I can Google 1,000 videos of flat Earth. It doesn't make them true.
So you're saying that it's AI then? You're saying that Biden being incompetent is AI? Literally called on camera over 1,000 times probably in his last 4 years. So you're telling me that's AI?
I'm saying the numbers don't. I'm saying the numbers don't lie. So he doesn't sound incompetent to me. Sorry, doesn't add up. That dog don't hunt, son.
Okay, well, what I'm telling you, and I don't. Again, this is what
I've heard him say stupid things, but he's done some good things. So I mean, that's all that matters is what he actually does. Versus
I mean, incompetence is a pretty bold claim here. But
competence means your actions too, doesn't it?
inflation rate is 1.3%. So your average, let's say let's just say your gallon of milk was $2. Now it's $3. Let's just go with that, right?
Yeah, it is.
It comes back down to 2.8%. Let's just say that, right? It comes back down to 2.8%. Does that mean your gallon of milk goes back down to $2, or does it stay at $2 and doesn't go to $4?
no. That's not how inflation works ever, though. So it's not really something you can hold against Biden. The way you fight that is with higher wages, which did happen under him.
No, the
So
way you fight that with is actually it's not okay. That is one way you fight it. I guess we'll
yeah, that is one way. That's
not
that's.
the correct way to fight that at all.
Well, there is no one correct way. It's usually a combination of things.
The correct way the FOMC has fought inflation, battling inflation for the last 4 years is with interest rates. It is literally they've been raising interest rates to battle people spending money.
I just want to ask, how much did Trump pay you?
Yes, but the interest rate thing, like, the point I'm trying to make there is the interest rate thing doesn't affect every citizen. The price of groceries does. Wages does.
It does. That affects every citizen because the lower...
Every citizen with a mortgage or a loan or, wanting to purchase a car, which, by the way, isn't every citizen.
So here's my thing. If you do not lower, if you keep interest rates at 3.5%, we would have went into hyperinflation due to the fact
I'm not saying don't change them. I said it's a combination of things. And it sounds like he's doing some of those things. I don't expect him to do it all. No president ever does.
You want to know something insane? Is that he did not one time manage any of this. It was Jerome Powell who was the head of...
Okay, so first he's incompetent, then I can point out stuff that happened under him, and then he still doesn't get credit for it because he didn't manage it. So there's no winning, right? So there's no winning. There's just no admitting that maybe he didn't just sit in that office with his thumb up his old ass, and maybe he actually did something weak. Oh, okay. So that's what he did. 4 years of sitting and spinning on his old wrinkled thumb. That's what you think happened, huh? Jesus, fuck me, dude.
Are you ready?
I've been listening for about 5 minutes. I don't even know who you guys are. I don't know who you guys
JP, Jerome Powell. Are you ready? Hold on. Jerome Powell.
I'm just arguing for reality.
Are you
Yeah,
ready?
but like, did you vote for
Jerome
Trump?
Powell. Jerome Powell is the head of...
I mean, I don't see why that matters. I'm not going to deny what happened, no matter who I voted for.
So, ready?
I don't play team sport politics here. I say what happened.
Here we go. Once again, I'll reiterate this for the 4th time. Jerome Powell is the head of the Federal Reserve. He manages all the monetary policies. He manages the interest rate and the inflation rates, right? Under Trump's presidency, Trump was 10 times more involved with the inflation rate, with the interest rates, with the monetary policies than Biden ever was. Biden did not one time step in and even talk about it and or help it out. He was too worried about talking about things that went down in Afghanistan and, we're talking
So
about
you were there for all those meetings, and you sat in on all of them, and you know he didn't talk about it.
Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
So you were, so you were in the situation room, phone in hand, cock in your other hand, just watching it all go down, huh?
I'll send you a link right now of the video I watched just today. Literally not the video, the live stream I watched at the FOMC meeting. I've watched every single FOMC meeting for the last 4 years because that is literally my job, bro. So yes, I actually was.
And you think every meeting that he has is recorded or televised? You really believe every meeting that the president has is public
Okay,
knowledge?
so now are we going by what's fact? Because you're talking about reality.
I'm going by what happened. I'm going by the results. Logic would dictate that if things happened, obviously he talked about them first.
So are you telling me that you spoke to JP, who JP never once brought it up, and when they asked the fact of, hey, is President Biden involved in this, he said, I wouldn't like to speak on that matter, but President Biden is currently...
I'm pretty sure it probably went down like this. He probably, chain of command style, talked to some advisors who then went down the chain and it got to him. Yes. Do I think that he went down there to, you know, fucking shake his hand, jerk his cock, and tell him what to do personally? Probably not. But the point is, things happened and he had a hand in them, and I'm not taking that away from him.
I know for a fact he has zero hand in those for the last 4 years, and I can't.
You know that for a fact. So you are a member of the White House staff. You were there.
I promise you on everything that this. So go to that video right there. CBS News right there is JP speaking today about the Fed cutting interest by 0.25%. Right? Go to 4 years ago and what he said. Go to 4 years ago and what he said. So the Federal Reserve has now made the decision to cut interest rates by 0.25% or keep interest rates, you know, at the same exact rate here. So what is that? What happens? What does that mean? Okay, hey, well, Trump discussed, you know, he said that monetary policies are looking good and everything like that. He has not once mentioned it. And when asked a question about Biden, he says every single time he's out doing something and he could not attend. He's out doing something he could not speak on it, bro. So you cannot talk to me about interest rates, inflation rates, about Biden. He doesn't even know what's going on. When asked about it, he says that he's leaving up to the Federal Reserve to clean that act up, and with interest rates, monetary policies, and the inflation rates.
This guy's fucking delusional.
Dude, he had no
like, there is no credit he's gonna give for anything. He literally thinks that Biden just spent 4 years sitting in the office playing fucking Candy Crush on his phone. Like, what are we even talking about at this point? So I guess he spent 4 years in the Oval Office, you know, just playing Candy Crush on his phone, I guess. Sounds like a sweet gig.
What? Wait, what?
I mean, Biden did nothing. He just did nothing. He must have spent 4 years in the Oval Office playing fucking Candy Crush, I guess. Right? That's what we believe?
Yeah, a lot of these people are thinking about the Project 2025, even though Trump said that, you know, like, I'm not doing that whatsoever.
Or I guess if things did happen under Biden, it was because someone else did them, not Biden. There's just no universe in which you give him credit for anything, is there? Oh, he left?